Hello, this is Kara from Kara Tarot with a general reading for Friday, September 26th, 2025. Today I am using my monthly focus deck, the Curious Travels deck. And the spread that I'm using is called the IGGLE Legend Spread. You could just call it the Legend Spread. IGGLE is the group, it's Greek Girls Pen Pal Camp. And IGGLE is part of, Greek, the GG is the, so this is Greek Girls, I think, Legends. Anyway, you don't need to, just call it the Legends Spread. And it spells out legend. So it's a mild horseshoe. L-E-G. I think I'll have to move both of these back. L-E-G-E. And D. And DS. Okay. This is an oil lamp that you're just seeing the base of here, but it does, and I sometimes light it, but it's really hot for this time of year. Okay. So L is for life mission. And now this is very much about, this is a legend. So it's great for a daily reading because it's just this story. It's just today's story. It's not meant to be a longer term thing. Of course, we may turn up some longer term things. So today's legend, the life mission, is the Knight of Cups. Charging forth, filled with love, pouring your love out on others. What a great mission for the day today. The court cards in the cups are all fish of sorts, covered with fish. This almost looks like a fish feeding frenzy. Just giving, charging forth and giving fully and freely. The environment, the people and places around you today. The Two of Wands. Two of Wands. This is your environment. The people and places around you are in a planning mode. It could be even a little static because she's tied here to the tree, so she can't even swing very much, and she's focused on what needs to be done, what needs to be prepared for. That certainly resonates with me. I don't know if it does with you. The third is gifts. Personal strength that aids you in this mission. Wow. The Five of Swords. I personally would not consider the Five of Swords to be a personal strength, especially if you're this person. This person is bullying, nasty, unrelenting. Now, if you're one of these people that has been defeated and is being bullied, ironically, that can lead to a personal strength. Yes, it can lead to a lot of self-doubt, but the personal strength that comes from having been on the receiving end of this gives you more care and empathy for others. And in that respect, that's a gift. And this is what this is about, is pouring that care and empathy out on others. Enemies, people or situations that you stand against. This is my favorite card. These two are definitely not the way I would normally think of them. So if this is someone you need to stand against, what this card is normally about is, innocence, a long range planning, a message being brought to you of potential material security. So if those are your enemies and those are the things that you're working against, you're working against a lack of long-range planning, perhaps a naivete instead of an innocence. You're working against being too pie in the sky and thinking that things are going to be too easy, not planning well enough, not listening to the long-range messages that you're getting. Those would be, and those are all very internal enemies. They're not so much about others, although others may push you in that direction too. The nature of the conflict on this legend is the Six of Cups. Getting too drawn into memories, however sweet they may be. The nature of the conflict could also be, as we know, two people who lived through the same event can have two very different versions of what happened in the past. And so that could very much be the nature of the conflict in this legend, is that two people remembering things differently, the emotions that are harbored for good or ill along with that. The denouement, the resolution of this adventure, temperance. Oh, thank goodness. Temperance, balance, which is what would be needed here for this, is to balance this out, to balance these out so that this can remain the focus of the story. You need this temperance, dipping your toe into the calm waters as you make a path towards the bright sun. The significance of this journey, how this may continue to live inside you. Oh, wow. How's that for living inside you? The Hermit. So this is becomes a much larger story now with Temperance and the Hermit here. These may be transitory elements of this day, of this journey, but these are resonant parts that will stay with you. The temperance and an inner knowledge of yourself, which may have come from the bullying. The inner knowledge of yourself of getting too caught up in plans, rather just, we have in the harp world, there's this marvelous mentor and teacher, Anne Sullivan, who a lot of times she will talk about it's too easy to get caught up in trying to make something perfect so that you never perform it, because perfection is an impossible goal. There's, the best it can be this day, the best it can be that day. But to try to, if you will only play pieces that you feel are perfect, you probably won't ever play for anyone. And that can be true of your planning and goals for other aspects of your life as well. So having that inner knowledge, and I think having this inner knowledge of the Hermit also resonates with the fact that by knowing yourself, then you can temper yourself. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm almost in tears. Beautiful to have these together here at the end of this. And I've decided I'm going to add 2 cards. These are the Zigeuner fortune-telling cards by Piatnik. Unexpected joy and hope. I think this is very relevant for these dark parts of this, is that unexpected joy can happen even in the midst of your planning and problems and people working against you. unexpected joy can always be there and can refresh. He's motioning right over here, can refresh this giving of love. Pardon, there's vacuuming going on outside the door. I hope it's not too loud. And then hope, and a ship sailing forth. And she also, although she's holding a flower and letting them drop here on these memories to help sweeten these memories. For many of us, our childhood memories are not particularly sweet. She's letting them drop here, but she also is motioning over here. So to have these two strong cards combined with hope, bringing us back to this capability to just dive forward and give as much love and care as we can. It's a beautiful prospect for today, and I'll leave you with that. This is Kara from Kara Tarot. Thank you.